think a lot of people didn't really understand like the value of an actual tangible DVD. I have these dreams where I'm behind the counter at Vita 21 in the store, like it's on the way out, on the downfall, but we're still trying to save it, like it's still around. But so I'm glad that the building is still sort of it's still a community gathering space. It's just not quite as cool anymore.
Movies represent our own selves and our interaction with the community and what we want and what we can't get.
It's just makes me want to cry a little bit. The amount of movies that we pull out from back there, and it's good stuff too. So, yeah.
I mean, I know there's nothing I can really do about it.
About 23 states have legalized medical marijuana, and this year's election will determine if Florida does the same. Amendment 2, the bill sponsored by People United for Medical Marijuana, aims to legalize the medical use of cannabis by a qualifying patient or caregiver. Barney Bishop, president of Barney Bishop Consultants and a volunteer for the No on 2 campaign, feels that the passing of this law is harmful for the state as it could lead to recreational use.
This amendment is worded very poorly and very vaguely, and as a result, there's some significant loopholes in the amendment.
Those who have debilitating conditions such as cancer, multiple sclerosis, epilepsy, or other illnesses a physician considers qualifying for the drug can be prescribed it. Danny Jackson, pharmacist and owner of Stewart Pharmacy, feels that despite the fear of abuse like other medical drugs, legalization can be helpful.
It's probably going to be abused in some form or fashion. I think the potential benefits probably outweigh those risks.
The amendment has had millions of dollars invested in it in the past few years, all to legalize this form of herbal healing. Reporting in Tallahassee, I'm Gina Cherelus with the Election Special 2014. Thank you. The FBI will start reporting animal cruelty crimes as a separate offense under its uniform reporting system, which will allow more extensive statistics on animal abuse. Announced last week, crimes against animals will be reported in a separate category, similar to murder or arson crimes. 24-year-old James Sloan feels animal cruelty should be treated as seriously as murder.
I mean, I feel that animal cruelty needs to be in a category of its own, essentially, with recommendations that are just as bad as things like murder and stuff like that.
With this change, animal cruelty will now be considered as a Type A offense with 4 categories, including organized abuse, intentional abuse, neglect, and animal sexual abuse. Tallahassee Humane Society Executive Director Abby Ouimet feels it is a huge win that the FBI is taking animal cruelty cases more seriously.
I think locally, hopefully, it'll have a trickle-down effect and really put on people's minds the severity of violence against animals and abuse against animals, how seriously that is taken.
According to the Animal Welfare Institute, animal rights groups have been lobbying for the change for more than a decade. For News 20 at 5, I'm Gina Cherelus.